And this is what hell looks like. The colours are just amazing. Wonder why they have that sign there. I haven't seen this sort of bear sign before. It's a new one. And there is Lake Oyunuma again. It's really hot, bubbling mud, basically. So the water from Lake Oyunuma flows down, out here, down this little stream until it reaches a point where it's cool enough to dip your feet in. The camp is still sound asleep, except for a few hardy individuals. The waves have been crashing and thundering all night. And there are 2 tents down there. time for a morning snack and a bit of a break. I've cycled 22 kilometres out of a total of 63, I believe, for the day. When I initially planned this on Komoot last night, it told me I had 3 quite steep climbs of 100 metres each, followed by one of 250 metres, all in the first 40 kilometres. The last 20 or 23 kilometres would be flat on the beach. All very well and good. The weather's forecast to change later this afternoon, getting really quite windy before a cool change. So I want to be in accommodation tonight because the winds are going to get quite extreme apparently. Looking at those climbs, I also saw that there was a road going around one of those climbs, which when I actually went into Komoot and plotted that road in, it took one of the climbs out completely, but it told me that there's a stretch which I would not be allowed to cycle through, 280 metres. I'd have to push my bike. So the problem is, did I risk it? Do I risk it and take that route, or do I just grit my teeth and do that third climb? I decided to risk it because a lot of the time these things are just nothing. I remember in Korea there was one section where it insisted that I would not be allowed to ride the whole way, I'd have to walk. It turned out that the route was through a shopping mall. And yeah, I had to get off and push my bike. But so what? It was 200 metres of shopping mall. Yeah, and what's the big issue? So anyway, I thought I'd risk it. And there's a few camping grounds along here, one of which I was really quite keen to look at, because if the weather wasn't turning feral, I probably would have decided to stay here. So anyway, I've done the first 2 climbs and I'm halfway through the forbidden section. I actually stopped an older gentleman and tried to ask him, getting local knowledge, tried to ask him whether I could come through here, but it was a lost cause. And then he said something about shops, so I went into a shop and there was a young man there who also didn't know any English, but he had enough IT knowledge to follow what I was trying to do when I showed him the map and when I used Google Translate to explain what I wanted. It was okay. He said, yeah, it's no problem, it's fine. So I have no idea what the forbidden section is, except I'm wondering maybe if it was the campground I've just gone through. Maybe you have to get off and push your bike, except there's a road and everybody drives their cars, so I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm just going to have my snack and keep going, because soon I have a 250 metre climb which I cannot get out of. 1 raisin custody flavoured bun, 1 banana, and an awful lot of water. There's still cars driving on the road, so I'm not sure what the issue is. It tells me that the road's too close to the water and the beach is too wild at times, so I'm probably going to believe them. But apart from that, I'm not sure why I shouldn't be allowed to ride this section. The beach is blocked off, so all the entrances are blocked, so they obviously don't want people on here. But there is one person down there breaking the rules. And there are 2 tunnels. One of them is blocked off. I can see that now, so I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's the dangerous bit. I've come through that tunnel and there's a lovely campground. I'm wondering if this is the section where I was told that for 280 metres I have to push the bike. I'm very glad that this tunnel's got a path. It's not terribly wide, but it'll do. Slowly but surely, lights on, take my time. Well, I survived yesterday, 60 something kilometres, 450 metres climbed, really hot weather, one flat tyre, and I got to my accommodation, so all was good. Had a nice snug night while it rained outside. And now I'm on the way to the next town, which is only 22 kilometres. I've also booked accommodation for there for overnight, because I don't particularly want to camp when it's so windy. Over there on the other side of those houses and dunes is the sea, or the ocean. And up there, in the mist, it's a whole lot of hills with swamps and marshes and lakes and I'm not sure what. So anyway, yeah, there's a national park up there, so I'm going to be riding up there, and I'll probably get quite wet on the way up, and then I'll just hang out there until this storm or typhoon or whatever it is has finished before I go on.